Hello, I'm Jen Waltman from the Philips Dynalite training team. This instructional video contains the steps on how to prepare and install the Dynalite low-level interface dry contact device, DLLI8I8O. The DLLI8I8O is a dry contact interface with 8 dry contact inputs and 8 LED indicator outputs that allow third-party interfaces to communicate directly to the Dynet network. This model will supersede the 4-way dry contact interface, DPMI940. In this installation video, a demonstration will include how to connect the device to an 8-input mechanical switch panel with LED indicator lights. The DLLI8I8O dry contact interface contains 10 core fly leads for the DC inputs and 10 core fly leads for the LED outputs. On this table, found in the installation instructions, you will see how each of the 8 inputs and outputs are assigned a color code respectively. There are also 2 black input and output wires each for common and ground. To start, the first step is to solder the output wires to the LED indicators. After opening the DLLI8I8O, find all of the output wires and solder one of the black common LED output wires to the common cathode rail. Next, solder each of the 8 color-coded LED output wires to the anode for each corresponding LED indicator light. The second black wire can be left as a spare. It's a good idea to clean up that wire when completing the soldering. And lastly, here's a quick look at the front of the switch plate so you can see where the LED indicators and buttons are located. Now the next step is to solder the input wires to your mechanical switches. Take the DC input wires and solder one of the black common input wires to a common rail between the switch's common terminals. Next, solder each of the 8 color-coded input wires to the closed contact terminal on each corresponding mechanical switch. The other black wire can be left as a spare. Isolate that wire as well when done soldering. Once soldering is completed, attach the DC connector to the DC terminal and the LED connector to the LED terminal, both located on the DLLI8I8O dry contact interface. The device can then be conveniently placed behind the switch panel or in a safe, dry location. It is recommended that once the wiring and soldering are complete, you neaten up the wires. This can be easily achieved with cable ties, for example. All exposed wires and connections should be isolated before final installation. Once the outputs are connected to the LED indicators and the inputs connected to the mechanical switches, test them to ensure that they are all wired per the default settings. Note, no connections to lamps or programming for switches to control specific areas has been completed yet. Lastly, test the device. After commissioning the DLLI8I8O dry contact interface in Envision Project, test the switches to ensure that the device is properly configured to the assigned logical area and logical channels. The LED indicators for each switch should light up to communicate current system status or settings. In this example, the 8 switches have been assigned to 8 individual channels on Area 3, and they should illuminate accordingly.